turn around our, remember, you know, see how we upper southwest, the comrades them up here, how we are abide by the law. Remember, you know, we go, if we go nominate we candidate, them fi leave the area by 12 noon, because them nominate already by 10. We go, them still down there. Their eating and drinking, the merrymaking was supposed to take place in Alexandria. Not even 5 minutes drive from Alexandria is where the nomination center is. And you mean to tell me, say they couldn't do all of that in 2 hours to let the space clear for us to pass through? Anyway, after we candidate nominate and we want to proceed with the motorcade, the labor right them still turn up par we down there. So about 4 hours, we in a traffic. Enough somebody not get to see Danish can nominate all now. Enough somebody not get to see she nominate all now. The traffic came to a standstill all because of the labor rights. Anyway, we decide, say, since as they don't want us to proceed because them block up the road, we are going to make a U-turn. You hear what I say? So all now Gibraltar people, them not see we, you know. Them prevent us from heading our normal route. Because when we nominate in a Bethany, we would have continued on that same route through Sendeka, go all the way, and then we would have go around at the Gibraltar division and continue with motorcade. They didn't want us to continue. So guess what? We had to turn around to avoid the trouble. All right. When we turn around now, remember, we have to go back to Alexandria, you know. When we went back to Alexandria, the labor rights should be in Alexandria. The stage set, the music play, the little kete them did in Alexandria town. Anyway, we take a little time and we pass through and we go on a different route where we never planned to go. You understand? And we make our way through Highbury Road, Alva, we go a Stepney. We go through the Calderwood division. We come through one place named Mackenzie. And we go all the way around and then we come up to Abuka. Jamaica people. You see, when we reach Abuka, Jamaica, you see how we avoid them when we reach Alexandria because we don't want the confrontation. We go around another route. We go Alva, we go Stepney, we go Mackenzie, and we come up through Abuka. You see, when we come through Abuka, I don't know who call the labor right them and tell them, say the comrades, them are they through Abuka. You know what the labor rights them do? Pick up themselves again and leave the base where them stage was set in Alexandria and come up at Buka where our procession ended up just because we want to avoid the town of Alexandria, avoid them, you know. The labor right them here say we are make our way through to Buka heading now to K Valley to head to Burbridge. And the labor right them hurry up and leave Alexandria where they were, right? And come fi attack us up there in Abuka. This was the plan for them all along to sabotage the PNP motorcade, but they failed miserably. You see, when we reach Abuka, you don't know what Xavier do. Xavier have the nammings and jammings up at Buka Institute on the playfield. So you know the traffic they on the road. Can you imagine? You agree to have the culmination with your side in Alexandria. The stage set, food down there, drink down there. Why you move the nammings and jammings to carry it up at Buka? And you know say the comrades them are up that side we base. So they move the food and the eating and the drinking from Alexandria and carry it come Abuka now. So we avoid them in Alexandria. We make our way through Alva, Stepney and Mackenzie and come Abuka, come jam up back upon them. So they leave. So they try it in Bethany and block us down there. Them realize so we take the higher road and we make a U-turn and we avoid them. They come back a second time, come do the same thing in Alexandria Square and try to block us. And we make another U-turn and we go all the way through Stepney and Calderwood and Mackenzie and we end up in Abuka. And they left Alexandrian for the third time they came to a booker with the nyammings and the jamming up there. You want to tell me, say, they couldn't have the eating and drinking in Alexandria where the stage was set? That was the original plan, but because they want the confrontation, they move the eatings and drinking and carry it come a booker because they want to in a confrontation with the People's National Party. Let me tell you something, I want to tip my hat to the comrades who avoid them there. It was incident free, but the level of intimidation was real. You understand? It was real, and I'm happy that the mentality, the mindset of the comrades avoided them totally. You see, when time, remember up a Booker, K Valley, that side, that was our original base. It's just that how the nomination set, we have to leave to go through their territory to nominate because the nomination is in Bethany. So they would have originally controlled the Alexandria area while we control the K Valley area. But as you can see, Jamaica, they wanted to control all the turf. So when they block us in Bethany, block us in Alexandria, and block us in Abuka now, the police say, no man, this is a deliberate attack trying to intimidate and prevent the People's National Party. So you know what them do now, comrades? When we make our way through Abuka, we are head to K Valley now, the dirty labor right them pack up again for the fourth time. Comrades, breaking news, Jamaica, breaking news. Lord Jesus have mercy. All on the people, breaking news. Breaking news, Jamaica, this one hot. Breaking news, Jamaica, breaking news. Breaking news, Jamaica, breaking news. Jamaica, it was just brought to my attention. It was just brought to my attention, Jamaica, that the threat is real in Southwest St. Anne. The pressure has intensified. Jamaica, I was just informed that the outgoing member of Parliament, Floyd Green, for Southwest St. Anne, a short while ago collapsed in Black River, and they are made way with him to the Black River Hospital. Breaking news, Jamaica, in St. Elizabeth. Floyd Green collapsed a short while ago, and they had to rush him to the Black River Hospital. The pressure is on Jamaica. The pressure of Miranda Wellington. Let me tell you something, Jamaica. Let me tell you something. Enough of them are going to drop down come September 3rd. Is this a sign of what is to come? If you're just joining us, breaking news. Floyd Green of the Jamaica Labour Party collapsed a short while ago. He has been rushed to the Black River Hospital. Let us wish him all the very best. We know the pressure is on, but we are asked, not take it so serious, man. We know no get accustomed to the treasury and if we can pull down the money. But we don't know if we take it so serious, man. We want to wish him all the very best. We know him on the other side, but we don't want to be, like them. So we hope a speedy recovery for Floyd Green because we want him to lose the seat fair and square. Not true. We don't want him bow out and go say him health this and him health that and him can't go can. No, we want him to stay there and face the music. Not true. Yes, man, because we want Miranda Wellington to put up a fair and balanced fight. So we don't want Floyd Green hop out of the race. So we wish him all the best and a speedy recovery. So for those of you who are just joining, breaking news, the Jamaica Labour Party candidate for Southwest St. Elizabeth, Floyd Green, collapsed a short while ago and they had to rush him to the Black River Hospital. Now I hope when you go to that hospital, Floyd Green, you will see firsthand the state of that hospital. And so you can come and be fair with yourself and tell the nation your experience there. So once again, Jamaica breaking news, Floyd Green of the Jamaica Labour Party, MP candidate for Southwest St. and for the Southwest St. Elizabeth, I beg your pardon, for the Jamaica Labour Party, has collapsed under the pressures of Miranda Wellington. This is a sign. It is a testament of what is to come. Breaking news, Jamaica. Stand firm, Melinda Wellington. You have been conducting yourself in a way where all should emulate. You play the game fair, you understood the politics, and you know your numbers, and you do your canvas, and it is paying off. I want to say to all comrades in Southwest St. Elizabeth, you have a Minister of Agriculture. What difference Floyd Green made to impact not only St. Elizabeth, but Southwest St. Elizabeth when it comes on to agriculture. We saw what Roger Clark did down there in St. Elizabeth. Now we want to ask Floyd Green, what have you done for agriculture? What have you done for the farmers of Southwest St. Elizabeth? This is the pressure that they're under, Don't be surprised if the Prime Minister is next, I see the Prime Minister last night, 1:30 a.m. in a motorcade in a South Manchester. Jamaica, this is a desperate time we're living in, And when you look at it all, Jamaica, see none of the big brass them back at Andrew. Andrew alone in the wilderness. You know the reason why? None of the Labour right seats are safe. So the Labour right them can't pick up themselves and left them constituency and say them they are motorcade with the Prime Minister. They all have to be fending for themselves. Andrew alone is campaigning. You don't see none of the big brass them walking with Comrades, you know, when me I get the hot topic them and the breaking news, me have to pause and vet. Not true? Hey! Una hear me? I was on a call. I apologize for that. I was on a call. Una hear me? Alright, una hear me back. Perfect. Jamaica people, I was going in a South Trelawney and South Manchester. What really are going in a South Trelawney and South Manchester? I'm hearing that the residents of South Manchester is not happy with the Jamaica Labour Party, you know. Likewise, South Trelawney. Are you aware that the people in South Manchester, especially those down at Alligator Pond and Porous, you notice how they treated the Prime Minister last night? I hear the Labour rights them down there are upset with Andrew Holness. Once again, they're feeling disrespected. Want to hear about it? According to the Labour rights, the Prime Minister was supposed from 3 o'clock. Me here said the Labour right them out of South Trelawney. I wait for the Prime Minister to arrive. You know, the man reached the 12:30 minutes to 1 this morning and have the audacity for apologize how much he was busy. And I'm getting to understand that it's the same thing he did to them as Labour right in the local government election. The disrespect having the Labour rights have to wait for hours. It's the same thing that he did last night from 3 o'clock. The Prime Minister was scheduled to greet the Labour rights down there in South Manchester, and him don't we reach round there until 12:30 a.m. last. Tell lie on people, you know, I don't like to tell lie on people. So guess what? Look at it for yourself, Labour rights. Look at it for yourself. I beg your pardon. How dare me try to take off some hours after the Prime Minister's scheduled arrival? I beg your pardon about 3 p.m. Jamaica people, look the time the Prime Minister should have go greet his supporters in South Manchester. 11 a.m. What Andrew Depp on the road that do all that time so that he no reach there until 12:30 the next day in a night. See then from town, you know, Tuesday, August 19, 11 a.m. the Prime Minister should greet his supporters of South Manchester. I tell you no, see him like Robert Chin can't do no better, you know. We know Robert Chin neglect them down there in South Manchester. But you can't blame Robert Chin when the Prime Minister himself neglect. You know, see I disrespect this. Only no see this a disrespect. How can you schedule to meet your supporters 11 a.m. 12 o'clock past 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the evening past no sign of Andrew. 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night, 10, 11. Andrew no reach till 12:30 the following day in the hours of the night. The people of South Manchester feel disrespected. And based on what I'm hearing, it's not the first time that you do them so, Andrew. The people them says the same thing you do to them in the local government election, and that's why you lose down there. What have you been doing between the hours of 11 a.m. and 12 midnight. Eh? You're almost 14 hours late, Andrew. Busy upon the road to buy vote, allegedly. I know me say it, see the people must say it. Busy on the road. Mr. Ian Ives. You are telling people what you are going to do in South Manchester. It's the same thing Robert Chin had promised them. I get to understand that the reason why he was late is because he stopped in a Central and Spear Road a visit. Oh. Okay. Jamaica people, you can't stay there think of the physical battle we are fight. You know, say we are fight one spiritual warfare where the Labour Party is concerned. Where the Prime Minister campaign and a motorcade 1:30 a.m. at night. You know, say the vampire desire. Eh? Uncle Blair, big up yourself. Good morning, uncle. That's just the truth. You know, say we in one spiritual warfare. When it comes on to this Prime Minister, where the Prime Minister campaign 12:31 a.m. at night for? Where you carry Ghana, South Manchester for? You should have say it now make no sense. When you're down the 2-3 o'clock in a Western St. Mary and you carry the vampire diary back at you in a South Manchester. Manchester people, them no superstitious. Where you carry the vampire diary, ganga unleash it down the pan. So Jamaica people, I left you to alligator pan. No alligator crocodile can come as South Manchester with no vampire diary. Come read it to the people. I left you to alligator pan. Georgia Williamson, Paul Buchanan need help in Holness constituency. I want more help in one than why I get Georgia. You know, say Paul make Andrew campaign in a constituency all 3 times for the week. Never have we been seeing this yet. What more help Paul want? The people of West Central St. Andrew know what time it is. And Paul Buchanan is doing an excellent job all by himself. And Patrick, what a man the name? From Rona Shocking Vibes. Norman Garden, Civ Right Guard, you name it, the people them fed up with Andrew. I feel Paul Buchanan is doing an excellent job up there in the Prime Minister seat. Patrick Roberts, thank you, Miss Students, you know, very bright this morning. Thank you, Miss Campbell, thank you, Marlene, OJ Neely, the whole lot brighter than me this morning. Remember the teacher head go sometime, you know, so no have yeah, catch me up. Thank you, Kamiana. Jamaica, the level of disrespect. The level of disrespect. We saw it clear in several constituencies they tried. Certainly in Southwest St. Anne where Danish Khan Xavier is running. We see it in South Trelawney between Patmore and Dalrymple. And several constituencies complain the same thing. The Labour right used a tactic to block and to prevent and to create disruption. But the comrades remain calm because what? We know there's going to come a time. 14 days to go. Today no Wednesday. Hey! Exactly 14 more days to go, Jamaica people. Today is a Wednesday, not true? Yes, man. So not next week Wednesday, you know. The following Wednesday. 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks or 3, because I count it down fast, you know. I count it down fast. 2 more weeks to go. Today Wednesday, yes. The election is on Wednesday, September 3rd. 2 more weeks to go. So we never in no confrontation with them because we have we eyes on the prize. So we're not going to no confrontation with them, so we lose no comrade pan the road. No. We're going to avoid all problems where necessary. And I'm happy that the comrades are in a mental state this election. Because we know some of we mad, you know. Me know some of we mad and me know some comrade we chop out them blouse and skirt. But we not depend that. We are avoid all confrontations with the labor rights them. We are gonna make we finger do the talking. Yeah! We are going to let our finger do the talking. This election is going to be one for the book. I see the political analysts coming out to say that there will be a record voter turnout. I see one pollster predict 52 to 58% voter turnout. And you and I know when you see a high voter turnout, you know that spells trouble for the incumbent government. But Jamaica, we now sit down and be complacent and take certain things for granted. Elections are won on the day. How you mobilize, how you set your machinery. So while we welcome the predictions, it all boils down on the day of election. And so, big up yourself, Sean. Yes, you did, my brother. Yes, you did. You did tell me for real. This voter turnout is going to be a record one. A record one. We feel it everywhere we go. And I want to say thanks to all those who would have stuck with the Mark Jefferson Golding train. And I just want to take the opportunity to say thank those. Me no want to go back down the road there with them. I want to say thanks to those persons who would have supported the 1PNP Lisa Hanna train. And they dust off themselves. And they full speed ahead with Mark Jefferson Golding. No matter how they try to hide it, we know we still have some Lisa Hanna supporters. But they realize that the country has warmed up to Mark Golding. And now they are fully behind Mark Jefferson Golding. And that was one of the reasons why I had to support Mark Golding. Because I saw that he had the capability to unite the party. And while there was a fraction belonging to the 1PNP, and you have the other fraction, Rise United, indeed the People's National Party today has risen united. So at the end of the day, both slogans lived up to the motto. We are one PNP, and for us to be one PNP, we all have to rise united. Now so it go, John Mack. That is it. And so Jamaica, we have no regrets throwing the support behind him. The love is real. Only to see the man walk through downtown. Yesterday, oh, what a job. Me say the amount of tears me see in the comment section on Facebook. I have never seen the Prime Minister, not even the Member of Parliament, walk through downtown Kingston and got such love and reaction from the people. Oh, that I got another call. But I want to turn your attention to South Trelawney for a little bit. Because I am getting reports that the support Mama D have yesterday and The same thing that happened to us in Southwest Center, and I hear is the same tactic they bring in South Trelawney, you know. Dalrymple block up the road, you know. Want to traverse the PNP turf during their nomination at motorcade, you know. Why they like confrontation so? Eh? Why they like confrontation like this? Eh? I get to understand that the police had to diverge, have to tell her you cannot come through, Miss Dalrymple. You must stick to the original plan. Why they like the confrontation? And if you see on her attitude, when the people them a run her, she a dance and a go, and the people them a style her and a go on, you know, she don't have no shame. Them no have no shame. Has the Richard a comment say it happening in East Rural as well. Right across the country, it's like it was a tactics deployed by them. It's like, you know, them have them war room where they fit talk one, what they fit do to the comrades and the PNP. It looked like it was discussed in them war room and then pass it down to the various MPs. Them one what them fit do. So many complaints of the same thing. Peer blockings. Well, on the people. All right. I see Shane. Shane said it happened in Southeast St. Mary. Chico, I believe they tried it to Patricia Duncan. You see what me I tell you about? The same thing in Janice Allen. I've seen a video Janice Allen posted where they did the same thing in Central St. James. It was a method that they used to intimidate yesterday. But as I said, I am happy that the comrades, right, despite them what they want to say about the People's National Party, you and I know that the comrades are decent, loving, peaceful people. But when we are pushed and backed to a corner, we will implode and explode. And I want to say to my comrades, I want to encourage them this morning, please, me I beg you, we have 14 more days to go. Avoid all confrontations with labor rights. Oh no, in no argument with them, the devil let loose. And I am telling you, we are not only fighting them physically, but this Labour Party have dabbled in the underworld, and we are fighting a spiritual warfare this election. Me na ask no, me a tell you no. So the devil let loose, and young people, do me a beg you no. Come out, come make no voices be heard. We know somehow no head at, no make no politics trigger no. If you go take one no freedom, you know them look how life nice. And enough of you they want to spend time behind jail before now on the 3rd of September, you know, do me a beg you no. When you no see the problem, walk away. Alright? When you no see the problem in front of you, walk away from it. If you know there one place and you hear argument, a chat and politics, a chat, and it a get heated, keep on your mouth and walk away from it. Because me I tell you no say, what is about to happen, and enough we are going to spend time behind prison and not get free vote. So people, avoid the confrontation with the labor right. We know better, so we are going to do better. So we are going to save with time and energy for election morning. These are the type of persons. See her there in the green with our big back, and them people we are going to get rid of. We know the PNP have them fault, you know. We know the PNP previously have for them fault. But guess what? We have a leader now named Mark Jefferson Golding. And every sign we ensure we so far, ensure we say, him no come here so fina no hanky-panky. So if you know the pan for we side, and you know so no come in with no dirty mind, kindly take oneself from now. Because me clearly see say Mark now ramp fi fire anybody we make him look. Hear me no. You know see? Anybody will make Mark look shame or try to do things to make the party. You know say Mark now put up with no foolishness. We're under different leadership in the People's National Party. So we are asking the people, don't use Mama P style of politics to fry the current PNP. Don't use PJ style to dictate where we're at now as a PNP. Likewise, Peter Phillips, not even Norman Manley and Michael Manley. Mark Jefferson Golding is the president now, and by all signs, we must show we. I can tell you that this administration is going to turn around this country. I'm no one going to give him the opportunity. No one going to give him the opportunity. People like a Dalrymple must leave South Trelawney. When me say, people like Dalrymple, people like Xavier Main. Speaking of Xavier Main, remember how for your constituency, Xavier I was really flying off your head. Let me see if I can find one picture of Xavier Main, because hold on there. Me da look for one picture with Xavier. Me moderators, see one now no can look for one picture with Xavier for me send me no. Nations one love, big up yourself, baby. A long time me no see you. At this year come up. But me not ready for spread out me mouth about Western St. Mary yet. Me not ready for come at St. Mary yet. Somebody send me one picture of Xavier. Xavier me want to come up, but at this come up. I mean not ready for talk about baby sacks. Jamaica people. Moderators, work with me, please, and thanks. Send one picture of Xavier Main for me. Xavier Main, come here. Xavier, come here. Me now have to take off Bobby off of my screen, because me no like see Bobby. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, no. Xavier, come here. I don't know if you're privy to the history of Southwest St. Anne, you know. Jamaica people, make me teach you something about my constituency. You see, Southwest St. Anne, the Labour right them control up here. Me now hold down my mouth and talk. It's a strong Labour right seat like South Trelawney. But me can't even compare South Trelawney with Southwest St. Anne. But let me tell you something. With Southwest St. Anne people, they vote not for MP, you know. Southwest sent and vote for party. Wanna listen to me good, you know. Southwest sent and vote for party and not candidate. You see, if the leader come with some method to uplift and to bring about change, Southwest sent and we swing. We won this seat twice in the history. But you see, the two-time PNP win the Southwest Centre seat for the PNP is whenever the country is at a crossroad. You don't need no eyeglasses to say the nation is at a crossroad, to see that the country is at a crossroad again. Xavier, let me ask you something. During your 9 years, almost 10, you ever wash your foot and put on your slippers and ride your bicycle? Not drive, you know. I mean, put on your shoes and turn on your sari. Wash your foot, put on your slippers and ride your bicycle and come a Cascade. Good morning, exclusively informative. Xavier me want ask you, you ever put on your going out clothes, your good clothes, and say, you got Cascade, go look for Cascade people? Who give you the moral authority? Figure Cascade last night. What tell the people, me no want to talk it, me want you tell them what take place at Cascade last night. Xavier good morning. Remember we are campaigning, Xavier, we no hate you, we just made the best side win. We no feel like we hate we MP. We no hate you, we just realize so you know do nothing for we down here and we go and replace you. Me want ask you, cause me not tell them, me want you to tell them what took place last night when you go by Cascade. Jomo Pitney, big up yourself, my brother. You not tell them. Xavier, you not tell the people them say Cascade class you. Cascade class you. Like, where you take up yourself Ghana Cascade for? Where you take up yourself gone a Burbridge for? I want to ask the people them where they did at the motorcade for the PNP. When we think in K Valley and they wanted to pass through K Valley, remember the police have to dive. Remember them black we are Bethany, them black we are Alexandra, them black we are Abuka. And for the 4th time they were trying to come and block us in K Valley. Remember the police have to diverge him through Higgingtown. I'll know Xavier no see we in a K Valley, you know, and rightfully so, because the police realize that it is a method, it is a tactic they were using to create chaos and confusion, and so the police diverge them back. They have to go through Higgingtown. I want to ask them, the motorcade where you have we pass through K Valley, Higgingtown, I wanna go, cause we not see no sign of uno. When we, you know, they proceed to go Burbridge, you know. I don't know which part they go, but I know they fade out. Would I look for see them come back? We not see them come back, none at all. And that is the reason why I believe the Labour Party them come together to join their other counterparts in various constituencies to make it look like them have a support. I feel that them do yesterday and go up a newbie. I feel the Labour right them continue their motorcade and end up in another Labour right motorcade if you make like them have a little strength. Because when Xavier comes for him motorcade past K-Valley. No sign of them return. Where them branch off to and end up, nobody knows. I hear that them do all in a St. Mary, you know. I hear say Bobby him shabby. I hear is done people and a little boy in a Central Mirage. Fee him little motorcade go join up with them in a Western St. Mary to make it look like they have a little footing. Nothing one for the labor rights them. But what was surprised, and I am not surprised, you know. I am not surprised as to why the people of Cascade treated Xavier like that. Xavier was chased out of Cascade. For 10 years you sit down there and you know drive through Cascade, but because election are keep now, you got Cascade. Cascade people, them yeah, supposed to go up a Cascade, they might not have the road and the water. But one thing me know, they ambitious up there on the hill. So house up there, you see people who know up at Beverly Hills and Cherry Garden no have nothing pan Cascade people, and a PNP give them that cut land, cut road through hill. So people can go up on hill, go make. Suppose to see up a Cascade, a beautiful community. The people them work hard. The farmers them up there honest, them no thief. So we don't want Xavier presence be felt in Cascade. We are counting on the people of the Burbridge Division, in particular, people in a Cascade, Coffee region, you know no self. Look what Brown do for Uno. We have to make Mr. Brown feel proud. We know we make the little mistake, you know, we lose the division, but we no need no eyeglass to see. So the people them regret voted for the Labour Party up there. And I said to the people of Cascade and the Burbridge Division, we owe it to Mr. Brown. He was a good councillor. You know me have one Labour right friend. I hear what the Labour right friend tell me. My Labour right friend said, Dre, you know me and you can't reason. And he say, you know, say, Andrew me vote for the general. But you see, when he come on to local government election, as much as me a Labour right, and Mr. Brown me vote for. Because what? He's a good councillor. Labour right tell me that. Staunch Labour right say, I am a Labour right. And nationally, me vote for Andrew. But when he come on to the local government, me I got always, and I have always been voting for Mr. Brown over the years as a PNP. And me a Labour right, and me always vote for Mr. Brown because what? He's a good councillor. That's what the Labour right tell me in a Burbridge division. And it is true. I don't know how that division slip through the hands. But the people them regret voted for the Labour Party up there. And so Xavier, I don't know, but you see what is happening. And you go up there and you show yourself. I'm not telling you no lie, doing Xavier ugly, no? Jesus have mercy. Beauty and the Beast. I wear the man them there in a Southwest Center card. Oh no, no sir. I'm not telling you no lie, Xavier one of the ugliest man. No brother. I don't know how woman lay down with them. I don't know. I not be rude, I not be disrespectful. Xavier ugly. Jesus. My dear, look here. No, sir. From your Xavier face, you see hobby and dealerance and science. You look like the science plant in a film face. Eh? Richard Burton, big up yourself, Richard. No, sir. Not tell you no lie, though. Danishka, go and good up your people. Rest assured. I want to say big up to the member, the soon-to-be member of Parliament for East Rural, St. Andrew Patrick Peter King. Duly nominated, and I know the people are proud of him. I want this man to unseat the Prime Minister wife. Jamaica people, me don't know about who, you know, but me know come election night, me a roll, you know. Me say for me neighbor, them I got tired, a pure labor right me surround with. And me can tell you, say, come election night, they have to go fling pa me house stop. Come in a pure excitement and nice. And who dress up Pat Peter King? No one know who dress him. Peter King put it. Anybody design them a PNP shirt, they look good. Not true. Me like them. Wanna start print some of them and distribute them shirt. I love them button up front shirt. Anybody design them here, it look good. Yeah, them look good. They look good. I mean, like how we are incorporate some little touches of orange, even white and black and white with the orange. We don't have it fully orange. I love whoever come up with these concept. Look me friend around there so with the orange wig. What's your name again round at the Kintyre division? Hey, may I tell you, you know. May I tell you, Jamaica. Patrick shirt is a good look. And so Jamaica, speaking of Patrick Peter King, I'm asking those in East Rural St. Andrew to come out. I think it's later on. Yeah. Later on. Today. Yeah, today the 20. Uno come out little later on, come meet the General Damian Crawford and the next Member of Parliament, Patrick Peter King. They will be walking the constituency later on. In particularly, I think it's the Harbourview division and the Dallas division, I think. You understand? So East Rural St. Andrew, uno come out. Come meet Damian Crawford and your next Member of Parliament later on, starting at around 12 noon. So on the lookout for them, join the walk and show some support, alright? Denise Vernon said we're ready long time. That is it, baby. Me not telling you no lie. The People's National Party is a force to reckon with. Far them I come from, you know. Far the party I come from and they rebuild. I mean, I tell you, it's a good look. So come on out and support them later on in East Rural St. Andrew. The outgoing Prime Minister, I don't know if persons are aware, but as Damian Crawford said, and I'm going to quote the Prime Minister, I didn't born with no gold spoon in my mouth. But not because you never born with it means that you fit teeth it. This is a beautiful painting depicting the Prime Minister, you know. You never born with a gold spoon in your mouth. Okay. But that don't give you the right to steal it. Jamaica people. One by one, I know Mark Golding I go prosecute them, you know. Me want to ask the Labour Rights them this morning. The morning earlier, just 10:50. Labour Rights, I don't feel it is right for the people of this country vote for 10 representatives on your side who are under investigation? No, me want to ask them. I really want to ask them, you know. I don't think it fair for the people of this country, for the Labour Party to hide it. I don't feel, you know, oh, we want obligation for tell we, for excuse us. Let me tell you something I want to with Jamaican people. You know, we are a very forgiving people. So you see, if, look what happened to Dalrymple. Regardless of what them want to say she do, you know. Don't she resign and excuse herself, go court, lose the court case, judge charge her, she pay the money? Not true. And according to them still love her, so them give her back a chance. No shame no enough for them game, but Me feel the other 9. The other 9, including Andrew, could have do the same thing. Not true? I don't think it is fair, and I think they owed it to the people of this country to tell them who they are and let the people decide whether they want to continue with you to represent them on the ballot. You don't think it unfair upon the people? Tell the God Almighty truth. And when people are taught these things on the internet, the labor writes them, oh, our achievements, our this, our that. We need a government that is accountable. Why you don't like to take account for nothing at all? You think it right? For 10 persons can't tell the nation how they come by them riches. And you think it is fair to have them on a ballot? I think you owe it to the people. Let the people decide whether or not them not have no shame in a them game like Uno. You should have given them a choice. Hence the reason why, come September 3rd, we are going to make that choice. Not true? But Andrew, I want to ask the members of the Jamaica Labour Party something. The national debate, me not even go bother go down the confusion with ABCA and them, because me see the debates commission put ABCA in place and them say who breach protocol, who leak information. We know classic ABCA. And they never admit to nothing that they do. You know, I make a look for it. I go and start little confusion over here this morning. Give me 1 second, Jamaica. Let me look. So Jamaica, the Jamaica Debates Commission came out and wrote a letter to FEDA, and it entitled Confidentiality Breach. The Jamaica Debates Commission has taken note of an August 16 detailed article published in the Jamaica Observer, headlined Fitz-Henley welcomes Jackson Miller and Davis in national debates, slams alleged PNP objections. The article exposes some detail of our ongoing negotiations leading up to the staging of political debates ahead of the September 3rd general elections. Details that could impact the reputation of the persons named in the article. As it was specifically requested and agreed by both parties that the negotiations be held in confidence, the JDC is extremely disappointed at this breach. We owe it to the Jamaican public to proceed with our agreed program of activities in good faith and with appropriate confidentiality. The JDC continues its preparation for the debates full speed ahead. This have ABCA stamp all over it and in come out and deny it. It's not the first time matters that should be held in private get leaked and nationwide and ABCA name get called. It's not the first time. We remember when the first investigation started for the Prime Minister, everything was sent to the Parliament. 3 persons got the letter. How it ended up in the hands of Nationwide News Network? How? Remember, NNN could have gone through the report and pick it apart and try to feed the public garbage about how 4 account the Prime Minister have. 1 belong to him mama, 1 dormant, 1 of him. You know the narrative they try to set to make it seem as though the Integrity Commission didn't do a good job and fine the 28 bank account them. That's the mantra of NNN. We know who leaked the IC report to NNN before it was even tabled in Parliament. You no need, tell me if you no know, because I no want to call out them name, but if you no know, then can soon type it in the comment section and tell me if you no know who leaked the Parliament affairs to NNN. Thank you, Miss Campbell. We are no idiot. We are no idiot. Thank you, Alma Martin. We are no idiot, Marianne. Thank you, Grateful. And so we are not surprised that the team who will be going up for the debates got leaked ahead of time. It is clear. The Observer quoted ABCA. Say, ABCA welcome so and so and so and so and so. That mean ABCA leak it and tell them who are going to make up the debates team. So why Observer come now and a retract? The damage is already been done. We cannot trust nobody will work at NNN. I hear say George Davis a go host the debates. Well, you ever hear them say God a plan how it go? Man a plan, God a wipe? Soon this Saturday. Soon this Saturday. But the question when me want to ask, he means a moderator, or ABCA them say ABCA send one press release and then beg them to deny it. I think that ABCA knew the damage that he would have done and what he would have caused to the Jamaica Labour Party. And so he pleaded with the Observer to retract. Because how can the Observer quote ABCA and put it out there? And then when the Debates Commission, why would the Debates Commission acted upon it? Why would the Debates Commission acted upon it if it wasn't true? The information got... All right, so me phone a ring like at bread people, at bread over here giveaway. I was granted some information as to what is to come for the debates, and based on what I'm seeing here, Jamaica, moderators, questioners for the 3 debates. You know, Saturday will be the social debates. Let me see if I can find the... All right, I hope you guys can see this. So, this Saturday, the social policy debates, including Damian Crawford of the PNP, Raymond Price, and Senator Sophia Fraser-Bin. That's Team PNP for this Saturday, while Team JLP's Pernell Charles Jr., Matty Samuda, and Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith. And they will be discussing the social policies. And for this Saturday, the moderator will be Janella Precious. She will be moderating this Saturday's debate for these two teams. So Janella Precious will be the moderator. And those who will be posing the questions is Natalie Campbell from IRA FM, Romard Alliance from TVJ, social media editor Amoy Harriet. So that is it for this Saturday. So anybody we are look for see George Davis this Saturday for the debate, not go so the people them not like NNN none tall. So I know say this Saturday the bar if you go stack up and me I look some volunteer. Me want somebody for sell weed. Me want somebody to sell bulla. Me want people. Me want some volunteer. Me want little miss for stack up the bar. Me want trims for hold on the money. Richard, you know, say you have to go hold on pan the security gate. Jomo Pitney, make sure say you govern the ground because Saturday a watch night. Alright? And the dance I go full on the platform. So me I look some volunteers from now. Alright? So that is Saturday for those of you who wants to know. You know we know over here so we have inside sources. And we now go put out information we now go to. After we know labor right or NNN, we are telling you the truth and facts. So this Saturday, social issues will be how they're going to kick off the debate. Team PNP, Damian Crawford, Raymond Price and Senator Sophia Brings. Team JLP, Pernell Charles, Matthew Samuda and Senator Kamina Johnson. The moderator will be Janella Precious, not George Davis. Janella Precious will be the moderator, and the media entities that will be there to pose the question is IRFM TVJ. You understand? So you have Natalie Campbell from IRFM, Romard Alliance from TVJ, and social media editor Amoy Harriet. That is it for this Saturday. So anybody that talk about George D, not this Saturday. The next interview, the next debate, which will be covering the economy, right? The economy now, you have Team PNP, Julian Robinson, Peter Bunting, and of course, Keisha Anderson. And for those persons who are wondering who named Keisha Anderson, if me tell you know who Keisha is, this woman knows economy like the back of her hand. I think she was the treasurer for the PNP now. I don't quite sure, but I know the woman know the thing. So me no want nobody underestimate who Keisha Anderson is. We know exactly what we are doing in the People's National Party. Alright? So, no make because she no upfront like the rest. Mean like say she a soft soap. No take Keisha Anderson like how no see her. And then over on the other side you have Favour Williams, Christopher Tufton, and Dana Morris Dixon. Now I see what the Labour Rights try to do here. So you know when it come on to the economy, they put somebody there from education, somebody there from health, and then you have the lady now we control the finances. But I want to ask Christopher Tufton something. Christopher Tufton is what you know about economy as the health minister. What Christopher Tufton know about the economy as the health minister? You notice say health and education and them something they would have formed under the social issues debate. Why them never the Labour right? Don't tell say the Labour right them don't know what them are doing. Why Christopher Tufton didn't appear on the social issues? Healthcare is a social issue. Over here, so you're supposed to do. Who put Tufton for go debate economy? Eh? Oh. Somebody say I look Tufton, I look for market himself. Remember his strong areas in marketing, you know. So when he talk about the economy and market himself. Oh. Eh? This look like a setup and a trap. Oh, a Lord of mercy, me know when the dread let down for him here, you know. I want the dread ask Tufton one question. What Tufton a do on the panel to discuss economy? Eh? Why Tufton never depend on the social issues to address healthcare, education? Those things are social issues. Who tell Uno son if we can discuss economy? Aldana Maris Dixon. No education of your portfolio. I don't know who come up with for them team, you know, but then see a feather. And from a feather come up with for them team, then you don't need no eyeglass to see what is about to happen. Now Jamaica further with the information. The second debate on the economy. The moderator this time indeed will be George Davis. And those who will be posing the question is Dashan Hendricks from The Observer, Andrea Chisholm from TVJ, and social media editor once again, Amoy Harriet. So the second debate, remember one I keep Saturday, this Saturday, the other one I keep Tuesday, and the final one I keep mostly Thursday. But the second debate, the moderator on the economy will be George Davis, and those posing the question will be Dashan Hendricks of The Observer, Andrea Chisholm from TVJ, social media editor Amoy Harriet. And then now the big one, the final debate, which is the leader debate between Andrew and Mark Jefferson Golding. The moderator who will be moderating is Archibald Gordon. He will be the moderator between Andrew and Mark Golding. And those posing the questions will be Dion Jackson Miller, Giovanni Dennis, and Amoy Harriet as well. So this is going to shape up to be a fantastic debate, you know. But I don't understand. But now me understand why NNN so vex. What they did with George Davis, you know, they are going to hide behind the banner of CVM. Because remember, you have Andrea Chisholm from TVJ and Romar the Lions from TVJ. So they want to put somebody there from CVM. And that is how George Davis come into the fold. I see. So persons are saying, why it have to be all TVJ? Them throw in CVM in the man. You don't realize that I suck George Davis coming. George not entering on the behalf of NNN, you know. Even though he works there at NNN, but he also works with CVM. So that is how George Davis enter. But George can't answer no question. George is just the moderator. I know the PNP now go take no talk from George. So George need to do his job as a moderator, no ask none of them no question. But knowing George Davis as a moderator, I go on just to clarify, when the question not put by him, you know, him as the moderator go want to take things into his own hands. And just to clarify, and further, and meanwhile you say this, can you explain? You know of him little tactics, but I know the PNP. I know they like embarrass. You know what make I shut me mouth? Let me shut me mouth. But I know Team PNP a plan for you know, just like how I know a plan for Team PNP. So once again, This debate kicking off this Saturday. Social policy. Janella Presus is the moderator on Saturday. Natalie Campbell from IRM, Ramada Lyons from TVG, and Amoy Ariat, they will pose the question. On the economy debate, the moderator that time will be George Davis, and those asking the question that night will be Dashan Hendricks from Observer, Andrea Chisholm from TVJ, and Amoy Harriet. And then the final debate with Mark and Andrew. Archibald Gordon will be the moderator, and those asking the questions will be Dion Jackson Miller, Giovanni, Dennis, and Amoy Ariat. So we are looking forward for the debate. We know traditionally when it comes on to economy, it normally be the opposition spokesperson on economy against the finance minister. But for whatever reason, brother, the Labour, right, them say Favour can't manage. So instead of she alone defend the government, them have to team up. Never in the history we have a team debate on economy. But of course, anyway you take it, the truth will prevail and Jamaican people know the truth. I mean, I look for here. I hope the PNP prep themselves because you know for them little talking point. Oh, FinSat this. 18 and a half years. My question to Peter Bunting and Miss Keisha and this, kindly remind the people them why when you see them bring up the 18 year of the PNP, you need to put it to them. Jamaica need to ask themselves and look into themselves why the people of this country kept the Labour Party in opposition for 18 and a half years. There was a reason. Things did rough, things did tough, but when the people them look deep into themselves and see what Labour right do to them in the 1980s, they say they rather suffer with the PNP. I hope the PNP are back up everything. Let me tell you something, debates are not won sometime by the facts where you present and the truth. You see how you articulate yourself, you see how you defend yourself, and how you present all if a garbage you talk. But you see if you present the garbage in a way where if you make the other side look bad, you're gone with the interview, my love. So me just tell you, delivery is everything. No make no boy and no girl on the debate side come telling you no truth and facts. Shun them. No make them style, work upon no delivery. Delivery is key. So you know them are going to come up with FinSac and the financial meltdown. One thing you fi use and sink the Labour right. Ask them if when Siaga borrowed the 400 million US and never pay it back, if they don't think that would have helped cause the financial meltdown in the 90s. You know them something, you know. When you hear the Labour right, them come up and talk about PNP responsible for the financial collapse and the meltdown, tell the Labour right them, when Siaga borrowed the 400 million US and never pay back the loan, Jamaican had to foot the bill and pay it back. So that too caused the financial meltdown in the night. I should have me up the meow. Alright? So Julian Robinson and Peter Bunting and Keisha and this, when it come on to the economy, you know the Labour right them talking point. 18 and a half years of the PNP and FinSac. And me just going to two things for rubbish them. There was a reason why the people of this country keep in our position for 18 years. Yeah, and then you tell them want to undergo in the 1980s under Siaga, and that's why the people them decide they rather suffer with the PNP than to look back. And when it come on to FinSac, and how the economy was destroyed. The economy destroyed because too much top Labour right take out loan and no pay it back. One prime example, the former Prime Minister, Edward Siaga, him alone take 400 million US and never pay back the loan, same forget. And also you can throw in it, remember the current Prime Minister used to work as the secretary for Siaga during those years. So you mean to tell me, say the secretary, Andrew Holness, never see, say the loan never pay back? Them here something you want to rub in the labor right. What? Look, you know, man, make a keep me mouth, because I go and message the WhatsApp group there, and I go and drop some pointers and give my slate a candidate for this. You think a joke we in a watch we on? Debates are won based on delivery. Somehow we go up there with facts and we did this and we know why hear them there's something they no better deliver the debate. We want the excitement. And that we want. So I go and make sure send these pointers to my side. Cause the labor right them a full time now no Lego Finsack and Lego the 18.5 years. I can assure you people can show what they achieve under those 18.5 years under PNP. A full time now, then tap about pay. Which government did I go in a power for 18.5 years and not do nothing? Rubbish! And we must rubbish the claims. JUTC, NHT, National Health Fund. Me not have the time to name them out. A whole heap of things PNP put in place during those 18.5 years. Even part where you see them a run up and down with now. Not where you see the labor right them come and a claims. I continue ask the labor right them one new them bring to Jamaicans during the last 10 years they in a power. Where you can say when them lose, that legacy will continue to live on. Just like how NHT a live on, Health Fund a live on, JUTC a continue. Ask the labor right them when them lose, what policy them put in place that will benefit the people generations to come. At them something you know for debate pan. Ask yourself what the labor right them come up with during the 10 years in office that will continue to benefit the people of this country. People still a benefit from JUTC, a PNP legacy. People a benefit from halfway tree transport center. We make out a halfway tree look good and have one transport center. We come up with NEPA. We come up with NHT. All of the good things we benefit people, including the PATH program. We a PNP legacy. And we want to say yes, they continue the legacy. But okay, what no come up with? PNP are going to take over, you know. What is it that you guys will be leaving for the PNP to continue on? Sagittarius, what me say? What will the Labour Party leave? So that's now Mark Golding are going to take up the Prime Minister work. One will go left. So we can continue. Just like how we left in 2016 now, come creep and continue where we left off. One will put in place. So that's when we take over. We are going to continue one left off. And the big question that for the class this morning, you know. Somebody say all boss. Somebody block agent house. I've seen your comment quite a few times. I mean, I'm going to mute you. I'm going to block you this time. All right? Thank you. Don't have the time anymore for labor rights over here. I tell you, when you come over here, be like a fly on the wall and look and listen and observe. All right? Jamaica, as I get ready to open the phone lines, I'm not sure if y'all are aware, but those working for NNN, they are throwing some tantrum. And they are blaming the PNP for the radio station to be going under. You not hear it? Cliff Hughes said the PNP make them light cut off. Cliff said PNP making campaign staff. Cliff said PNP making get evicted. One whole heap of something Cliff come out. All I blame Dayton Campbell. Said Dayton not spend no money with him. How we have said the by-election and the local government election was fair. How they did a good coverage and we didn't even spend $1 with them. Only not hear him. Cliff come out. I say we making light cut off Upper Bradley Avenue. Cliff come out and I say, we cause him for campaign staff them. Eh? You don't hear it, people. I want to know if you don't hear it. Well, make us see if I can pull it up so you can hear the meltdown. You know, listen to this here.
Let me remind our listeners, last year, after the local government elections,
Yes.
Dr. Dayton Campbell, the General Secretary of the People's National Party, virtually taunted us when he said that coverage that Nationwide provided was fair and balanced to the People's National Party. They got a lot of exposure on this station, and they did not spend $1
Yes.
in advertising with us. He taunted us in saying that. Dayton Campbell
Yes.
said that.
Yes.
Our coverage of the local elections were fair and balanced. Yes?
Yes.
And they got the level of exposure that they could not complain about. And yet they did not spend $1 with us. And I say, let me finish. Let me say it. Because I'm going to start talking up and telling the stories now.
Yes.
You hear him? Let me finish, cause I'm going to start talk up the things them and talk up and talk the things them. What a meltdown. Cliff Hughes say a date making campaign staff, a date making how much rent, a date making get evicted. Because the PNP and as the General Secretary we not spend no money with him. But Cliff Hughes, let me remind you. Now the same dating this where you say you want box in your face and do the things them too. Why would Dayton stoop to the gutter to come and call? Look at now people. Eh? Now the same Dayton where Cliff promise box in her face. Why would the General Secretary of the PNP grace your platform or even encourage others to come and hear? The only time Nationwide makes sense are when the people gather up, and when you hear say one comrade or PNP go up on the station fi clarify or just to grace them platform. That is the only time NNN makes sense, Cliff Hughes is in a meltdown. I blame the PNP. Eh? Say we and give them no business. What Cliff do with the money where the government give him? All kind of outside broadcast and a penny if he go live stream and bring forth live telecast airway show, Eh? And Cliff I blame Dayton. The man saying ready now to talk up the things them. What is there to talk about, Cliff? It gets worse, Jamaica. Now listen to him.
Yeah. This entity continues to suffer at the hands of PNP supporters.
Well, and the people of Jamaica, Cliff, you said this entity continues to suffer. So NNN suffer? Lord Jesus have mercy, Jamaica people in our area. Cliff said this entity, this news entity continue to suffer under the hands of the PNP because we not give them no show, we not invite them to come do no coverage for we. Then no you say you want box the General Secretary in our face and do the thing. Why would the PNP come on your radio station and stoop so low? We have class, Cliff. The man said the PNP cause them station fi suffer. So how we make you get evicted from Upper Bradley Avenue, Cliff? How we make you have to move gone downtown? No, me just want to make sure me get exactly what I'm saying. What has Dayton Campbell done to you? Jamaica people and a little bit of things NNN say and do to Mark Golden and them bring we down, Them bring we down, Every minute, every hour. Tana Thomas do it a morning time with George Davis from 6 to 10. And when they feel like them not satisfied, Cliff Hughes take it up from 10 o'clock right back to the afternoon. And then when they not satisfied, then come on 6 o'clock in the evening, pan the PNP again, right around the clock. And then bring down PNP. And through it all, the people of this country remain firm and steadfast. Everything them plan backfired. And here we have a total meltdown of Cliff Hughes saying the PNP caused them and the entity to be suffering. Then Cliff, when you're there on your platform and accost the PNP, and you not do your due diligence and hold the government accountable, you not think Jamaican people are going to look upon you with side eye? Them are going to make you look like say you is a labor right. As much as you want to come out and say you're neutral, we all know you're not. I have never heard you spoke with to a Labour Party MP or representative the way you spoke. When last year Cliff saying one physically assault a Labour right, but you have the audacity to say you want box for me General Secretary in 9 face? And then you come now a bex, but how we make NNN, PNP and make NNN suffer because we no want do no business with them. PNP have shame and we have class and we not go make no boy or girl. We are disrespect with morning, noon and night. One thing we know with Fimi General Secretary and anybody in the PNP, we go where we are celebrated and not tolerated. We don't want NNN tolerate we. NNN are going to live to celebrate the PNP. When me say Cliff Hughes have to come down, George have to come down and Tana Thompson and the big spread out boy, the next one we sit down over there. Why name? I don't know, but there's some young people over there, you know, they work for the under table salary. Can't pay them, you know. Remember Miss Kitty did have left NNN, you know. Remember Miss Kitty say her little dividends now pay, her little insurance now pay. Cliff Hughes. And we make no entity a collapse. And we make no entity a collapse. Why you do with all of them the money the JLP pay? Look how much ads you run for them. You need to prioritize. Make one shopping list like what everybody do when the month time come. This a for me rent, this a for me light bill, this a for me internet, this a for me bus fare, and this a for who me owe for the month. Budget yourself, Cliff. You get millions in advertisement from the government. What you do with them the money there? You dey pay yacht. And I throw a big party. I don't look, you know, I want to go there so this morning. Big party for the exclusives. While your staff them no pay, rent no pay. Can't pay a light bill. Get evicted and you have the audacity if you want to come blame Fimi General Secretary. Say we make you suffer. We don't know say you not suffer yet. You not suffer yet. The time you take a invest in a big breast, a medium breast and small breast, and I put on look at one class NNN this morning, you know, top invest in the breast them Cliff. When me say top invest in the big breast them where you can manage. You know you can't afford big breast, stick to the medium and small breast them and top hang your money where you can't reach it. Go pay your staff big breast. I go kill somehow no. When me say top invest in a big breast, we know the kind of party them where you put on a full time now you scale back and pay your staff. Too much investment in a big breast will kill you. It gets worse, Jamaica. No listen to him. Full meltdown. Pan NNN, listen to them over there, but them a blame PNP for make them radio station suffer. Listen to him, but I go and talk up the things them now and I go and talk up the put on your big drawers. Cliff, we are listen.
Let me remind our listeners, last year, after the local government elections,
Yes.
Dr. Dayton Campbell, the General Secretary of the People's National Party, virtually taunted us when he said the coverage that Nationwide provided was fair and balanced to the People's National Party. They got a lot of exposure on this station, and they did not spend $1
Yes.
in advertising with us. He taunted us in saying that. Dayton Campbell
Yes.
said that.
Yes.
Our coverage of the local elections were fair and balanced. Yes?
Yes.
And they got the level of exposure that they could not complain about. And yet they did not spend $1 with us. And I say, let me finish. Let me say it. Because I'm going to start talking up and telling the stories now.
Yes.
Yeah? This entity continues to suffer at the hands of PNP supporters, PNP leaders, some of them, not all of them. Let me make that very clear. Some of them, not all of them. And yet, we have refused and will continue to refuse, to the annoyance of some of our biggest listeners and most consistent listeners who tell us, why want to carry PNP in the news? Why don't we invite them to the program? Right? Why? And I'm here to know. I'm here to know. I want to continue to cover them. I want to continue to carry them on the news. Yeah? Look on YouTube and you see them say it every day. Every day.
Yes.
The YouTubers vex. And I say to you, YouTubers,
Hey! Full, complete meltdown. Cliff say PNP make them a suffer. But Cliff Hughes, now you promised the General Secretary box in her face. Why you think the General Secretary should advise his supporters to come on your radio station to grace your platform? The comrades, them have shame, you know. The comrades go where they are celebrated and not only tolerated. We have sense. We General Secretary smart. Where you are blame PNP for your failed business for, you should have known. We loved and respect Cliff Hughes when he used to depend Impact. You remember Impact? We used to look forward to Cliff Hughes on Impact. He did a beautiful documentary with the girl from Huey that lost her vision. You know, remember the little school girl, man, where they kidnap and thing. He did a beautiful documentary for her. Equally, he did a wonderful documentary on what the guy named Nick Photoworks. His disappearance, how he did those investigative journalists. That is what we love Cliff Hughes for. He was excellent. And I want to say to Cliff this morning, take me foolish advice. Because I know you hear about Drebrian, you know. Me know. The one when named Nora Gay Banton, me know Nora tell you about me. Take me foolish advice, Cliff. Go back to your once found love. And that is true journalism. Because whether you don't love him or hate him, you know, people, he is good at what He does. Not true. And we grew up listening to him. But I can tell you, Cliff, your legacy will not be remembered if you don't change your style and go back from whence you came. You have been bought. And no care what you want to tell we as a people, say nobody can this and your fear and in a politician pocket, we see right through you. So the people of this country would appreciate it, Cliff, if you go back to your true love, and that is true journalism. When you used to do the undercover work and you come with your breaking story on impact. That is what we love. When you do true investigative journalism and show up what's going on in the country. But the moment you turn political, we saw the change in you. And then because you realize, say you don't really have much more time, we see you a shake. We see you a drink up your trunk back and your whatever. We see, say you don't really have much time. So you recruit some little, no wonder they didn't say you are the incubator. We see you at what we see the part where them are taking in Jamaica. We see him go hand it down to George and Nora Gay, and you see how them are set themselves as young people over there. Indeed, it is the incubator for the Jamaica Labour Party. But take my foolish advice, Cliff. It is not too late to go back to your once true love, and that is authentic journalism. People did respect you more, and I think we're watching Cliff Hughes crumble before our very eyes. And it is sad. Cliff now realize that the ground is with the PNP and Mark Jefferson Golding. And no matter what coverage him do, no care how he send them out there in the field, if he do not poll, the results remain the same. Speaking on polls and results, I saw the Prime Minister concede that he's only winning 23 seats. I tell you, so the Labour right them don't know what them attack to when they hold microphone, Only not hear the Prime Minister say in do one poll and in conduct one poll in a 23 seat and him no publish the finding. Let me tell you something, Jamaica people. We know how the Labour right them extra show off. Anyhow them did do no internal poll pan no 23 seat and them did a lead in at the 23 seat, they would have published it. They wouldn't hide it. The Prime Minister, me tell you, when they love Mike, the Prime Minister say 23 seat. They do a poll in. But however, they are going to hold on to the findings of those poll. Why you not release them? Jamaica, me want to not listen it for myself, because me no want the Labour right them come for me and say a lie me a tell pan them Prime Minister. Listen to the Prime Minister admit there are only 23 seats in party are going to win in another election. Now listen to this. Listen him, Jamaica people, no listen it.
The Don Anderson polls, for what they are worth, have not been very accurate. And I don't rely on them, and I would not advise persons to rely on them either. The truth is, we have commissioned our own polls, and our polls show a scenario that is totally different from what is being painted or portrayed. We don't disclose our polls for good reasons. One of the things, of course, we don't want any complacency to set in. But we have done a poll of 23 seats, and we have used a very large sample, and so we are confident in what our polls have shown. A large sample doesn't.
You hear that, Jamaica? We did a poll in 23 seats, And we are confident in what that poll is showing. However, we are not releasing that poll for obvious reasons. No. If you do a poll in 23 seats and you are confident in that poll, then you know feel said fee put to the people so we can see it. Prime Minister, me no know. I don't know why you continue to deceive the people of this country. The man say he would advise people not to believe and read much into the Don Anderson poll, and he would advise persons not to do the same, not to believe in Don Anderson polls, and they have conducted their own poll. So if you conduct your own poll and you're satisfied with the findings, then you should release your own poll. So if you not believe in the Dan Anderson poll, and you do your own poll and your own findings from your own poll you don't want to release, what that say about you and your party, Andrew? No, think about it, Jamaica. You conduct your own poll and you are afraid to release the findings of your very own poll. Help me make it make sense. Help me make it make sense. The man saying confident in 23 seats. I know me say it, him do a poll in 23 seats. So basically, Andrew, tell the Labour right them say they can't cross no more than 23 seats. No wonder me wake up this morning and hear the Labour rights them a cuss them one another, No wonder me wake up this morning and hear them a say, oh, Andrew a try give it the election, 100 this and 100 that. Oh, no hear them? Jamaica, you want to sit down and hear them a implode upon them one another. Sound good, sound good. Listen to the Labour right them a implode Jamaica. Listen them.
My leaders ain't popular. I may be reality. My leaders ain't popular. And in my brother works in Jamaica more. I 21st century is me done. You see me as to me believe, to me as a man and God, for me a man and God, I like bro God, I give the election, brother. And I saw me see it, and I saw me talk it raw.
Let's remind some of these MP. We don't have an back of my head already, and the councillors. This will not be an Andrew Holness election like 2020 because everybody flew an Andrew Holness ticket 2020. This is every single individual MP.
Listen, me a Labour right tell me dad, me come to West Kingston, I never be a Labour right. But as soon as you fuck we are going, me go talk it out and call it out how it is, brother. See, the party too lame up, brother. You see me I say, it too lame up, and the Andrew Holness, I give PLP too much than big man. I say we go sorry in a long black tarot, because 2 hours of my checking my leaders ain't popular. I may be reality, my leaders ain't popular. And in my brother works in Jamaica more. I 21st century is me done. You see me as to me believe, to me as a man and God, for me a man and God, I like bro God, I give the election, brother. And I saw me see it, and I saw me talk it raw.
Let's remind some of these MP. We don't have an back of my head already, and the councillors. This will not be an Andrew Holness election like 2020 because everybody flew an Andrew Holness ticket 2020. This is every single individual MP.
Listen, me a Labour right tell me dad, me come to West Kingston, I never be a Labour right. But as soon as you fuck we are going, me go talk it out and call it out how it is, brother. See, the party too lame up, brother. You see me I say, it too lame up, and the Andrew Holness, I give PLP too much than big man. I say we go sorry in a long black tarot, because 2 hours of my checking our must win.
Hey! Jamaica people. Me know this thing that go happen, Me know this thing that go happen. And mark my words, Jamaica. Come September 3rd, the Labour rights are going to implode on the Prime Minister and they're going to lay the blame squarely at his feet. And then you're going to see what start take place in a Buster party. You go and see what start take place in a Buster party. Listen to them, Jamaica. I want to encourage my comrades, those first-time voters, those who never have a reason to vote, but you see what go on in the country and decide nothing can stop on this election from coming out and vote. I want to continue to encourage you. If I even feel walk, one day we get where our voice can be heard, and I'm asking every Jamaican to come out and send a signal. Me no want when you no go at the polling station and you see the long line, you no get frustrated and leave. This is going to be an election like no other. So guess what? Every PD line I go long. So just make up on your mind, walk with no water, walk with no chair, whatever you can walk with to make yourself comfortable, and sacrifice the time and wait and mark that X. I saw an article making prediction that this election is going to be a massive turnout, 52 to 58% voter turnout. Jamaica, it is possible. It is possible. And with that said, I think it's a good time now to open the phone lines. I want to hear from some of you this morning. I want to hear from some of you this morning. Send those requests and let us